Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome to my brand new channel, Cam Sports Daily. I'm going to be breaking down the recent trades that's going on in this crazy NBA offseason we're going on right now. I'm going to go over the LeBron news, and I'm going to go over all that stuff in this video today. I'd appreciate a like, subscribe, and a share. Share it to all your friends. It's my first video. And yeah, hope you enjoy the video. I want to start with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was traded from the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been with that franchise his whole career. Won a championship there. It's a big move. He was traded along with his teammate Bobby Portis for Tyler Hero, Kawhi Jaime Jaquez, Caparis Yakin Okay. The number 13th pick in this year's draft would turn out to be Nate Ahmet out of Tennessee. And it was along with 3 first-round picks, I believe. It was a 2030 first-round pick swap, 2031 first-round pick swap, 2033 unprotected first, and a 2023 second-round pick, which is just random throwing, I guess. But honestly, my outlook on the trade is Miami is in a win now mode right now. I think they're just gonna run it with Bam, Giannis. It'd be because they're not gonna bring Norman Powell back. So let me think here. It's gonna be Davion at the 1. They just signed Tim Hardaway Jr., so it's gonna be Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 2. Then it's gonna be Wiggins at the 3. He just signed a big deal. It's like 3 years, 64, and there's gonna be Giannis at the 4, Bam at the 5. So I don't really, and their benches is weak, so I really don't think they're gonna be able to compete. They're gonna be able to compete, but they're gonna be like, they'll be in the playoffs for sure. But I don't think they'll be able to compete for a championship this year because they can't build the team around Giannis like they wanted to because they don't have the cap space. Because Giannis obviously costs a lot. Bam's making a lot of money. Wiggins they just extended. So yeah. From the Bucks side of things, they got a haul. Like, they got an absolute haul. They could have probably traded Tyler Hero at the NBA draft, got a couple picks for him, especially from this year's draft. He could have got maybe 21 from Detroit or something like that. But they got an absolute haul. You got Hero. He can be in your backcourt. He's only on a 1-year deal, so he's on it expiring. So you have to extend him, or you can see how he does after 1 year. Choose to extend him or just let him walk in free agency. And then you got Kawhi Ware, blue chip. I think he's a great center. Jaime Jaquez, same thing. He's a young player. He's a solid player. He'll probably start for him too. And then Yakin, he was just drafted last year in the first round. I think he's a solid player, developmental guy. You can develop him. And then Nate Ahmet, you got Nate Ahmet. He's going to be a project. He's I think he's 19. Don't quote me. I think he's 19. Also drafted Brady Burries at 10, which I think was a steal. I think he's going to slide right in there. He's going to get some minutes. And that's what I think about the Giannis trade. We're going to move on. All right, moving on to the LaMelo trade. This was a huge shock. I was not really expecting LaMelo to get traded. But, it makes a lot of sense for Minnesota. They had to give up a lot for him. But they got LaMelo and Josh Green, who's on expiring. And they gave up Naz Reid, 2033 unprotected first, and then 3 first-round pick swaps, and then 3 second-round picks. Honestly, that's a haul. That's a straight haul for LaMelo. I'm not going to lie. This is one of his best years. Last year, Charlotte came out of nowhere, made the play-in tournament. They made some noise in there. They won a game, a crazy game. And I think LaMelo's really gonna help him in the backcourt. I think he's gonna take away some of the load off Anthony Edwards because he wasn't really having to run point because they didn't really have anyone else. They had Mike Conley. Yeah. So they also gave up Naz Reid. He's been a 6th man of the year. He's really helped them in their days in Minnesota, but he's on to Charlotte. I think he's gonna do really good things in Charlotte if he can stay healthy, which he's been relatively healthy in his career. sharpshooter. I'm a Warriors fan, so I'm always scared when he's gonna like. I swear he makes everything against us. Everything. I'm always scared when he touches the ball behind the 3-point line. I swear it's always going in. But they gave up Nas Reed. They didn't have to give up anyone else because they got a trade exception from the Julius Randle trade. It was like $33 million when they flipped him to the Nets for like literally a second round pick, which turned into be Isaiah Evans, and they gave up also their pick from this draft, which the Nets got Joshua Jefferson. I mean, Isaiah Evans, I feel like he's a better player than Joshua Jefferson, but still, you gave up Julius Randle for absolutely nothing. And it created a trade exception to obviously get LaMelo, so they probably had this in their back pocket. So honestly, I think a solid trade for both teams. I mean, the Wolves had to do what they had to do. They're trying to win, stack Western Conference. So I feel like they're not gonna have a first round pick till like 2034, I think. So that's just insane. If this doesn't work, if LaMelo can't stay healthy, then they're cooked. But I mean, Hornets made out well. They got an absolute haul for LaMelo, and I mean they're just transitioning into their new young core guys. They signed Kobe White to an extension. He played really well from last year when he got traded at the deadline, and then obviously they have Con Knipple, Brandon Miller. That's their two guys. That's their all-star duo right there. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be fun to really watch this team and see how everything plays out. Next up, we got another shocking trade. I mean, I feel like people knew Miles Bridges would be traded, but I didn't think he was going to go to the Suns for sure. I mean, why would they trade for him? They have Dylan Brooks, who can play the 4. I mean, they had Royce O'Neal, and decent shooter, but obviously he's in the steal. But so we got the Charlotte Hornets are trading Miles Bridges along with a 2029 first round pick unprotected, which is weird, and then a second round pick for next year, and then what they got was Grayson Allen, sharpshooter. I feel like he just had one of his best seasons, and then Royce O'Neal, another good shooter, and then a 2033 unprotected first round pick. Which, why are we giving away first round picks for the Suns? They already don't own enough first round picks as it is. It's all gone because of the Bradley Beal trade. Waived him. That was bad. And then you also gave a lot of picks for Kevin Durant. That was also bad. So, I mean, I don't really know how to feel about this trade. It's kind of random. I guess they're wanting to extend Miles Bridges. So, take that how it is. The Charlotte side of things, I mean, I feel like you kind of made out well in this deal. I mean, you get a late years, like, down the line pick. Unprotected, you never know what can happen. Devin Booker is probably going to be like... Devin Booker will be gone. He should be retired. But who knows? And then, you got Grayson Allen, sharpshooter, can pair with Con Knipple. Either play off the bench or he can play at the 2, and I feel like Con could probably play at the 3. Nah, it's not going to work because Brandon Miller needs to play somewhere. He can't play the 4. I'm not going to say he can't, but, I mean, you probably wouldn't want him at the 4. But then you also get Royce O'Neal off the bench. That's whatever. But you did give up a first round pick in this deal. It's not really, I didn't really like that. But, I mean, he has a $22 million expiring contract. So I feel like, after they traded LaMelo, I mean, Miles Bridges was kind of on the edge there. But, I mean, I feel like it's a good deal for Charlotte. Phoenix, not really sure yet. But I guess we'll see how it plays out. See the extension he gets, if he gets it. And I guess we'll just see how it plays out this season. Ja Morant, which this was crazy. I mean, I knew he was gonna get traded, but I did not think he was going to Portland. So it was Ja Morant, 2-time All-Star, for Jeremy Grant, which is considered one of the worst contracts in the league, and Chris Murray. Yeah, that's it. No one was trying to trade draft picks for Ja Morant at this point. I mean, had all the off the court issues. Didn't really want to be in Memphis, he kind of felt like. And I mean, you literally got Ja Morant for free. You're not losing sleep over getting rid of Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. I mean, Chris Murray was a former first round pick. But I mean, you're not losing sleep over giving Jeremy Grant Chris Murray. Jeremy Grant's making what, 36 $36-something million. And then he also has the player option, so he still has like 2 years left on that deal. He's definitely picking up that player option. He's not worth $36 million at this stage in his career. Nah. But you get John Morant for basically free. So, I mean, I guess you probably like that if you're Portland. You're going to run what? I mean, I think I saw they're going to run Ja at the 1, Dame at the 2, who's coming off the ACL. You're going to run Denny at the 3, Kamara at the 4, and Klingon at the 5. Pretty sure that's what they're going to end up doing. And then you have a ton of guards. You have Drew off the bench, Shaden Sharp off the bench, Scoot off the bench. You have a ton of guards. So I don't know if they're going to trade one of them. Drew's making $34 million, something like that. Probably has a market, but I don't think they want to get rid of him. Scoot Henderson, Shaden Sharp, they're young, promising players. So I feel like there might be something there, but I mean, if they want 3 guards off the bench, I mean, might as well go for it. They just extended Robert Williams for 3 years. So then there's another big man off the bench. I feel like Portland's going to be it's going to be sneaky good this year. I feel like they're going to be a lot better. They made the play-in. They made the playoffs. So, I mean, they lost to the Spurs. I mean, who's beating the Spurs? Let's be honest, except for the Knicks. But I feel like this is going to work out very well for both teams. You didn't want Ja there at all. So, I mean, if you're Memphis, I mean, I guess you get something for him, whatever you were willing to give. But was that the best trade package? I don't know. I mean, I probably would have traded him to the Suns for Jalen Green, and probably that's all you really could have gotten. But probably what I would have rather done. But, I mean, I'm not the GM, so I guess we'll see how this plays out, and stay tuned. Last kind of big trade we have in the recent weeks, we got Kawhi Leonard headed back to the Raptors. I mean, I'm a Warriors fan. They beat us in 2019. Had all the injuries, but I mean, this is a pretty cool story of Kawhi Leonard heading back home. Turns out he plans on retiring a Raptor. This is the only team he was willing to sign an extension with, other than the Clippers, which they really didn't. I don't think they offered him one. So obviously he's gonna want out. So they orchestrated this deal, and Kawhi Leonard's headed back to Toronto for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, 2 second-rounders. And Kawhi's going back to the Raptors, baby. Brandon Ingram, I feel like honestly, I feel like this is a pretty decent return for Kawhi. This is a little bit more than what I thought it was going to be. I actually think these aren't I think there's a different, hold on. Let me look. Sorry, guys, hold up. It was for unprotected picks in 2031 and 2033. Wow. Those are so far down the line. You never know what could happen. Kawhi's going to be retired by then. Wow. And then the 2027 pick swap. And then 2 second-round picks, which are in 2030, 2033. So, damn. Unprotected picks in 2031 and 2033? 2031, 2033. Oh my god. Yo. I'm just kind of processing this now. Hold on. Damn, Kawhi's going to be retired. He's going to be retired by then. You never know. This is a great return for the Clippers. Oh, man. They got Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick. Grady Dick didn't have a good year last year, but still a young piece. Can develop him. He can turn into something. He's a rotational player for sure. But Brandon Ingram can definitely slide into Kawhi's spot. He's not as good as Kawhi, but he can give you production. Pair up with Darius Garland. Damn, I love that for the Clippers now, actually. Wow. And Toronto, I mean, I love it for Toronto. It's a great story. Great story, him going back to Toronto. I feel like he's really going to upgrade that team. It's going to be what? Quickly at the 1, Barrett at the 2, Kawhi at the 3, Scotty at the 4, and either I would play Colin Murray-Boyles at the 5, not Jakob Poeltl. He's going to get minutes unless you can trade him, but who wants that contract? That's horrible. But I mean, you know, I feel like that's a decent roster. And the Clippers, I feel like they're going a little bit more of a rebuild. Wanted a little lost in the play-in to my Golden State Warriors, and I mean that was a crazy game. First off, that was insane. Um, but nah, I think this is a great trade for both teams, and I guess we'll see how it plays out. It's gonna be a cool story. Last kind of news we're gonna talk about. I know this isn't a trade, but LeBron James has told the Lakers he is not returning for the 2026-27 season. He's gonna play, but he's not going back to the Lakers. This is crazy, because I'm a Warriors fan, and the rumors have been hot. I would love him on my Warriors. I think we actually have a chance to land him too. Like, as you see down here, I mean, they were making a big four plan. Draymond opted out of his player option, and they had a grand plan of the big four. I don't think they're getting AD because the Wizards dropped out of those trade talks. They shut them down because I mean, the trade would have been Jimmy Butler and pick capital, draft capital. So I mean, it would have been probably one first, maybe two. Probably would only given up one if I was the Warriors, because I mean AD has injury issues and he has a player option for next year, which is like huge. He's definitely picking that up. No one's giving him $62 million. And the big four would have been Steph, LeBron, Draymond, AD. Oh, that would have been crazy though. Oh man. But I mean, I still think we can get LeBron. We can offer him the taxpayer. All right, we can offer him the taxpayer, and I think we can offer him the MLE, which is the taxpayer's 6, and MLE's 15 mil. So I think that's what we can offer him. If Draymond wants to take a little bit less, we can offer him that. I would love that. I would love that. But yeah, I just want to talk about that little piece right there. That LeBron James is not going back to the Lakers, and he is going to sign elsewhere. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you love the video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. First ever video. There's gonna be a lot more of these. Be some trade proposals I'm gonna do. I'm also starting a 2K rebuild YouTube channel. Stay tuned for that. I have a TikTok. It has 1.5 thousand followers on there. I do a bunch of cool stuff over there. Go check me out. It's sports. It's just Sports Daily. My name's Cam, so I did Cam Sports Daily. That's what I thought of for this. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.